Let's see if Blazer knows his name. Blazer! Blazer! I worry about him wandering around the neighborhood. Chester's not out this morning. I feel like if the two of them are together, they're a little safer. Oh, goodness gracious. Good morning. You want to talk to your friends and tell them you ate this morning? And that you have a really, really warm bed. We made you a little bed with blankies. And we have one of those, it's like a little rice pack or whatever that you can heat up in the microwave. So Jason heats that up at night and puts it in the back of the, it's like a little cave he's got. We've got so many blankets out on the back porch. It's the patio, actually. Oh, love you. You worry me when you go wandering away. Where are all the places you go? Where are all the places you go? Don't you be scratching me. He's so sweet. He's just a baby. It's getting cold. It was 44 when I looked at the temperature this morning. So this can't just, go on and on and on. We have to figure out a plan to get him in a house. I know. Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong, and I wanted to show you something I've been working on this afternoon. Isn't this beautiful? I messaged my sister this afternoon, who is an amazing artist. She draws and paints, and we don't live that close together. We're about 5 hours apart. I said, I wish we lived close enough to rent a space together and to take classes together. So we're both, I guess, artsy and creative, but I sent her a picture of a couple of these and I said, I want a jacket made out of this. And we had the biggest laugh because I said, can you imagine? You would get caught on everything. She said, yeah, like going shopping and you catch every hanger that you walk past. But I told her, I said, I seriously might make a headband. I don't know. I just love these things. So these are just clusters of fabric scraps and yarn scraps. And there's going to be one in each one of the Fun-Pax tomorrow. Some are bigger than others. They have different colors. Oh, I just love these so much. So I put them together and then just sewed them on the sewing machine. And I love that they have these little wild pieces that might hang out of the sides or whatever. I can picture them glued onto a journal page, like up in the corner. Or can you imagine a slow stitch book full of these as the pages, and then you just keep adding to it? I mean, I'm just in love with these. And I will say that Blazer, and now his name has gotten even bigger. So we got in touch with one of our sets of neighbors and let them know that we're planning on adopting him, because we don't want anybody to say, well, we've been looking for 2 weeks and let's go ahead and take him to the shelter. I don't think any of our neighbors would do that without checking with everybody first. But we did want to let them know we would like to keep Blazer. So the mom let us know that her kids, they've been calling Blazer Mario. So his name is now Mario Blazer Fox. I'm just stuck on Blazer, so I'm sure that's what I'm going to call him. He has an appointment with the vet next week to get checked out. And I think we're going to bring him inside tonight because it's supposed to get cold. We're going to keep him separate from the other cats. I just cleaned up a room for him, and I think we're going to go look at cat towers tonight. Anyway, back to this. Oh, what got me sidetracked? So Blazer, we've been trying to keep up with him today. We don't want him to get lost or picked up. So I made a little bed for him on the floor out here, and he has been a really good consultant today. He has climbed up my back 2 different times and scared me, just like scared the life out of me. And he has sat at the sewing machine talking to me about color choices. He's been in this chair looking at the desk. And I think he approves. I think he really, really likes these. He didn't get to touch them or play with them or anything, but given the opportunity, I think he would like these. He did get a little ball of yarn over in his bed that he got to play with. So that's his. That's not going in these packs. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how pretty these turned out. So this makes me think of Possum Patty. Each little fun pack is going to have a possum sticker as well. And there is a reason that I ordered possum stickers. Right before we were set to go to the beach, we always have somebody watch the house and take care. I don't really like the one with the gun. Watch the house and take care of the cats and everything. And right as Jason and I were about to leave, we went around to the patio in the back because he said, "Oh, do you want me to get your net for seashells?" And I said, "Yes." So I went ahead and got in the car in the passenger seat with my door open, just waiting for him. It was a little hotter that week than it is now. And he comes back and he says, "You have to come back here." I said, "Oh no, is there something wrong?" Because his voice sounded, there was shock or whatever in his voice. I said, "Is everything okay?" He said, "Just come look." So the little place where we had sort of a makeshift bed for Chester drawers when he comes by, because we wanted him to have a soft place to lay down. And we actually had a tarp over it so that the rain couldn't get to him if he was, and it's covered, but still, you know how the rain blows up under like open patios and things like that. So that bed is on top of a storage unit, a storage chest. So Jason was going to reach in there and get the net out, and in that bed was a real live possum, and he hissed, and it really scared Jason because he was not expecting that, and he didn't see it. The possum had gotten like way back under the tarp and was just hanging out in there. So when we pulled it back, and we were very careful not to get our hands close to it. And possums typically do not carry rabies, which is interesting. But on top of taking care of 4 cats, we also had to inform our neighbors, please be careful on the back patio if you happen to go back there to check on Chester, or if you use that door or whatever, there's a possum back there. And before Jason and I could even leave to go to the beach, we did all this research online. The possum looked perfectly healthy. There was not a mark on the possum. Its teeth looked good. Its eyes were bright. I think it had just crawled up there and found a warm, cozy bed. And they're typically not out during the day, so it was up in there asleep. Well, when our neighbor, when she messaged us later in the day and said she did go around back to look, and the possum was gone. So that made me feel good too, to think that the possum was healthy. But I've been putting together a little package for the neighbor who really did. We've already taken care of one neighbor who did part of the cat duty. And then this neighbor, I've been putting together a gift for her. And I have a special card for her and other things. But I told Jason, I've got to order some sort of possum thing to go on this card. So I think I'm going to put some possum stickers on it, and she will get it. So I had so many, I couldn't order just one possum sticker. There was a pack of 50. I think they're adorable. I think they're so cute. Anyway, and I love these. I'm really enjoying these fun packs. So I will have 15 available, and I'm making 16, but I always keep one for myself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble. I will be back really soon, and bye for now.